Here's everything I got at New York Comic Con. I have been home from New York for a week now, and I am finally getting around to making my New York Comic Con haul video and also just telling you a little bit about my weekend. I had such an incredible time this year. I think it was even better than last year. I was super busy. I kind of feel like I didn't get to see everybody, but the people I did see, I had such a great time, and I know I'm definitely going back next year. While I was in New York, I got to experience ThrillJoy, a brand new collectible company created by former Funko CEO Brian Mariotti. I got to make a really fun video at the Funko booth with the current CEO, Cynthia Williams. For some reason, I attended a red carpet premiere. I hosted a TikTok live stream at the actual TikTok booth, and I even debuted my first ever cosplay. I'm gonna talk about all of that and more, but first, let me show you what I picked up at the Mondo booth. So if you don't know, Mondo is a super cool company that pretty much started as a print shop here in Austin, Texas, where I live, and a couple years ago they were acquired by Funko, so now they're part of the Funko family, and you can visit the Mondo booth anywhere you see the Funko booth, and they have so much cool stuff. This year I picked up some of their New York Comic Con exclusive pins. This is Whack-A-Ghoul. Check out the artwork. So good every time from the Mondo team. And I think you'll start to see a theme here. It was like arcade themed. This is Mondar, and it says, reveal your future. These remind me of growing up going to the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk and the arcade. It's definitely that vibe, like Boardwalk arcade. And then this is the last one. This is the pinball machine, and it's got a little devil on it. Spooky! And if you look closely, it actually says Sinball. Very clever, Mondo. I see what you did there. And right next door to Mondo was the Funko booth, and the theme this year has been Funko Airways. And this was my first con of the entire year. So this was my first time visiting Funko Airways. This is the New York City Funko Airways exclusive pin. This is air traffic controller Franny. And I actually got this pin directly from Freddy Funko himself. He had a bag of these in his pocket, I guess. And since it was my first time visiting Funko Airways, I had to get my passport. These passports, they had them in Chicago at C2E2, and then they had them again at San Diego Comic Con in, I forgot where that one is. But you can actually get your passports stamped at the various booths, like the Funko booth and the Mondo booth. See, look at these cool stamps. This was my first time at Funko Airways, so my passport is pretty empty, but I had to get one since I was at New York Comic Con and it was my first time visiting Funko Airways. Now, one of the coolest things that happened on Thursday was I bumped into my friend Funko Vader, who traveled to New York all the way from the Netherlands. And what's crazy is that he didn't travel alone. He actually traveled with 6 of his friends that were all named Freddy, and he brought one of them for me. This is a Funko Europe exclusive traveling Freddy. Right there on his shirt it says, I love Europe. He's got his little suitcase. This is such a cool pop. I never thought I would have one of these in my collection, and the fact that Funko Vader brought this all the way from the Netherlands and gave it to me was really special. And Funko Vader, if you're watching this, I just want to say thank you for the gift. Thank you for your friendship online and now in person. And thanks for watching, or as you may say in Dutch, bedankt voor het kijken. See, I remembered. I really hope I pronounced that right. Come down here for a minute, because on Thursday, I mentioned I also went to a red carpet premiere for some reason, and I have my ticket here sort of as a souvenir. This was for Jesse Eisenberg's new film, A Real Pain, starring himself and Kieran Culkin. It was hosted at the Museum of Modern Art, which was a really cool experience. My buddy Danny, who actually lives in New York, was invited, and I actually came as his +1. It was a lot of fun. It was such a cool experience. I'm always grateful to be in the same room as some of these incredibly talented people. And you know who was not in the movie, but I was very surprised that she was there because she's a producer? Emma Stone. I was in the same room as Emma Stone. That's wild. But one of the highlights of that night actually was that Kyle Gordon was there. You may know him as DJ Crazy Times. And I probably freaked him out a little bit because how much I was like fanboying over him. But I was like, oh my gosh, you're DJ Crazy Times, you're Kyle Gordon. He was very nice. I probably freaked him out a little bit, but he was very kind. It was such a fun night. And yeah, that was my NYC premiere experience. And we're back over here. So what I want to show you next is actually my t-shirt haul, because I picked up a lot of really cool t-shirts and I was very excited. I like adding cool t-shirts to my collection. And this first one is from the Mondo Booth, featuring that famous Sinball machine. Look how creepy this is. And what does it say? Dare to enter. Look at that. Spooky. Seriously, Mondo is always killing it with the designs, and this is like one of my favorite shirts. Well, I'm probably gonna say this about all of them, but this is like probably my favorite shirt of the weekend. And then of course, since it was my first time at Funko Airways, I had to get my New York City Funko Airways shirt. Check out the back. We have Freddy flying a plane, and hey bud, I don't think that's how you fly it. I think you're supposed to be in. That was stupid. I'm sorry. And then another member of the Funko family is Loungefly, and this one might actually be my favorite. This is the Loungefly exclusive Killer Clowns from Outer Space shirt. Look at the popcorn. Look at the balloons. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This is I got so many compliments on this shirt wearing it around New York. People loving the colors, people loving the characters, the design. Such a sweet shirt. I'm so excited to pick this one up. Next, from the Culturefly booth, I got this Beetlejuice themed shirt, but it's actually to promote Delia Dietz fine art sculptures. And it says, "This is my art, and it is dangerous." This is such a cool reference to the movie without like blatantly being a Beetlejuice shirt, but just to be like Delia's artwork, I thought was really creative, so I picked this one up. And of course, you all know and love Culturefly, because I'm sure you are familiar with the Culturefly melts and this beautiful it looks like he has hair. This beautiful Culturefly melt microphone that I made. I mentioned before that I hosted a live stream from the TikTok booth. That was actually with Culturefly, and we were showing off some brand new products, including brand new melts like the SpongeBob line, the horror line, the Transformers line. I got to interview some of the artists. I interviewed an artist called Chogrin, who created this awesome Guru Beetlejuice figure, among many others. I interviewed the artist Corey, who designed the SpongeBob line. And I also interviewed Eric, who designed the Transformers line and the horror line, which features a Chucky melt. So of course I had to get the Chucky melt t-shirt so I could wear it on the stream. I'm really excited about this. So cool. They had melt t-shirts for SpongeBob, Transformers, and horror, which was Chucky, and I had to pick this one up. But I know you're probably not here to see t-shirts. You want to see Funko Pops, right? Am I right? So let's take a look at everything I got from the Funko booth. Look at the size of these bags. They are massive. So I didn't get a whole lot actually, and I don't even have all of it with me because I got the new deluxe size buggy, but I shipped that directly from New York to San Diego for my buddy Brian, who you may know as Paparazzi. But here's what I got for myself. Probably my favorite, the New York Comic Con exclusive Headless Freddy. Look how crazy this sculpt is. I've never seen a Funko Pop like this, and I just think it's very creative. I like the base, I like the details, I like how he has the crown on his belt there. Look at that guy. Beautiful. I got the new V-Friends Jolly Jacko Pop. This is the first V-Friends Pop ever, and as you can see, I did get it signed by Gary V, which was awesome. Gary was doing signings at his booth, but he was also doing signings at the Funko booth, which is where I got mine signed. And I actually got two of these because I gave this one away, or maybe the giveaway is still up, on my Encore page. I'll post a link down below. You could follow me on Encore, but I actually gave away this Jolly because I got this one signed and I thought I'd keep this one for myself. And then finally, I got this flocked animal. And my favorite thing about this pop, the main reason I got it, is because I saw some photos online, and I believe this comes in 3 pieces, which is very unique. You know I like unique Funko Pops. Oh my goodness, it's 4 pieces, I think. Look at this. Animal is his own piece. just freestanding animal. And then you have to assemble the drum kit. We've got the kick drum and the toms here. The hi-hats come separately. I was assuming there'd be like a crash cymbal or something, but it's just more hi-hats. But we got double hi-hats and the kick drum and the toms. These are all separate pieces. And then you have animal there all by himself. That's really cool. This is my first time taking it out of the box. Hang on, I gotta show a closer look at this. Look at how cool this looks when you assemble all the pieces together. You can even make it look like he knocked down his drum kit. It's like, just animal being animal, you know what I mean? So on Friday night, I went to 2 different, like, after parties, I guess is what you'd call them. The first one was hosted by Whatnot, very cool. It was like Marvel themed. And I got this souvenir, which I'm very proud of. It is me and Top Pops as Deadpool and Wolverine. We got this little Polaroid printout. I call this Top Pool and Wolverine. Who would win? Who would win in a fight? Top Pool or Wolverine? And if you answer wrong, you're blocked. Yeah. After that, we went over to the ThrillJoy launch party, which was a lot of fun. If you don't know, ThrillJoy is a brand new company that is created by Brian Mariotti, the former CEO of Funko, which is absolutely crazy that he has a brand new company already. Here is everything I got from that booth. I'm gonna be really quick with this part because I actually uploaded a 24-minute in-depth unboxing and review of all of these ThrillJoy products. I know it's long, but I think it's really informative. I think it's really funny, and I think you're really gonna like it, so you can check that out. That's the video from yesterday, all about ThrillJoy. But let me show you this packaging. So this is their apparel. This is the collectible cap, and it's got the ThrillJoy badge on this side. It's got this wax seal back here that says designed and developed by Brian Mariotti, and all of the apparel is limited. This hat is 200 pieces, and you can see my black on black ThrillJoy hat inside. What a crazy box for a hat that's limited to only 200 in the world. I got this 3-pack limited to 3,000 pieces of blue, and then this 1,000 piece, another mini blue right here. And then the new line of ThrillJoy picks, I got Eric Draven, the ThrillJoy mascot blue, Chucky, and the Eric Draven chase, which is crazy. Like I said, I'm not gonna go crazy into detail on the ThrillJoy stuff, but yesterday's video, you're not gonna wanna miss it. So apparently I've never been on Top Pops before. All right, so here we have a special guest to pick up here. Eddie Funko. Scary. So if you haven't heard, Funko has a new video game called Funko Fusion, and there is a Funko Fusion panel over at the convention. I went to the panel with Top Pops, and there were so many cool reveals. I'm just gonna go through these quickly because you've probably seen them already. They announced a Bob Ross pack. They announced new Back to the Future skins. They're bringing Dr. Ian Malcolm into the game. They're bringing new characters from Invincible into the game. And they even announced a brand new Invincible physical Funko Pop in the blue suit with a bloody chase, which is crazy. But I actually got one of these super limited exclusive Eddie Funko magnets. This is not actually a pin. As you see on the back, it's a magnet. And if we look, these are exclusive. These are 1010 Games exclusive magnets. And as you can see right here on the back, it says, 1010 thanks you for your contribution to the global success of Funko Fusion. How cool is that? Definitely one of the coolest things I own. Thank you so much, Funko and Funko Fusion, for giving this to me. It's very cool. So, funny story. I'm gonna try to make it as quick as possible, but on the walk back from the Funko Fusion panel, the traffic was super crazy. We're all congested because we're on the 4th floor and the escalator is broken. And it was me and Tristan and his friend Chad, and we were hanging out, and then of course Tristan's mom Melissa was there, and Chad's mom was there, and we were all just goofing off, and we were quoting the Costco Guys video from TikTok. I don't know if you've seen it, but at a certain point we thought it'd be funny to do the Funko Guys, which turned into us making the Funko Guys video at the Funko booth. And while we were filming, we ran into Funko CEO Cynthia Williams, and we asked if she'd want to be in the video, and she said yes.
I'm gonna go, we're Funko, and we love the Funko Guys.
And then we'll be over here like this.
So me and Cynthia Williams got to be in a video with Top Pops. How crazy. Obviously, I said that backwards. But me and Tristan got to be in a video with Cynthia Williams, the CEO of Funko, and that's kind of a big deal, and it was very exciting. And it was such a fun video to make. And on the final day of New York Comic Con, I didn't buy anything because I was in full makeup as Deadpool.
Whoa.
My incredibly talented friend Taylor sat me down in a chair for 2.5 hours as I did the full Deadpool makeup.
Aw, look at him. Ain't he a doll? All he needs is a tie. Ready for action!
Whack, 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 whack.
It was hot, it was sweaty, it was disgusting, and it was so much fun. I've never done cosplay before, so I had such a great time, and a lot of my friends didn't recognize me. I had a full-on conversation with my buddy Jay, and he did not know who I was. So that was so much fun. Yeah, getting to do cosplay. But that was my New York Comic Con 2024 experience. I had such a great time. Thank you for watching this far. I just wanted to show off my haul, kind of tell some stories about how the weekend went. I can't wait to go back next year. Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. You can do that stuff if you want. You can find me on Instagram or on TikTok, Sidekick Ink across all platforms. Collect what you love what you collect, be true to yourself, and have a great week.